You're more of someone who's getting distracted by watching someone else who's actually living their life and pursuing their goals and pursuing their dreams. If you don't put forth the energy to make that thing that you want to do come to fruition, it's not going to happen. It's going to be staying in the same place, and you're going to be sitting around watching other people accomplish their goals, and then you're going to be upset, jealous. Why does she have this and I don't have it? How come such a, because such and such put in the work. Hey YouTube, my name is Kharyzma and my channel is Kharyzma for You, and I do videos on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of everything else. So today is a video about how to stop procrastination in 2023. I have been wanting to do this video for you guys for a while, and what have I did? I was procrastinating. So I finally decided to get it out. I saw a YouTuber that I watched do a video on it, and I was like, you know what, I need to get my video out on procrastination as well. I was dealing with procrastination a lot, and I didn't realize it, and I knew something was wrong because there were certain things that I needed to get done and they weren't done, and then I had to stop and really ask myself, okay, why have I not done XYZ? I have a list of things to do. Why has XYZ has not been done? And I realized that I was dealing with the spirit of procrastination. Sometimes you can be dealing with it too, but you may not even know it. So I have on my laptop right over there, I wrote 10 ways to stop procrastinating in 2023, and hopefully it will help you if you're dealing with procrastination and you need to, like, you know, really push yourself to stop procrastinating, or hopefully this will help you to find ways to stop procrastinating. So I'm looking at my notes, and I looked at the definition of procrastination. It says the action of delaying or postponing something. So first of all, when you hear that, it's like, okay, if you're procrastinating, that means you're delaying something, you're postponing something, you're putting it on the back burner, and you may really need to get that thing done so that you can move on to another task. So when you procrastinate, it's really not good because it just keeps you from moving forward. And in life, we always want to move forward. We don't want to remain in the same place mentally, physically, and spiritually. We want to continue to grow, to move forward. We get challenges, we face those challenges, and then we move on to the next. And we have to know that challenges don't ever end. Once you're finished with one challenge, the next one is going to come. But as you build your mental stamina, your mental fortitude, you'll start to realize, oh, okay, life is problems after problems after problems. We just have to get good at solving them and maintaining our composure and finding some way to overcome the problems, the obstacles, the challenges. So I have 10 ways to stop procrastinating in 2023. And some of them I've heard from other people. Some of them are my personal ways to stop dealing with procrastination. Number one, I have prayer. Prayer will help you with anything first and foremost, because there's some things in life that we just cannot do on our own. No matter how, sometimes there's something that you may want to do and you keep trying it and you can't do it. You might need outside assistance. But first and foremost, for me personally, my assistance comes from the Most High God, Jesus Christ. I go to Him first about everything. And then if you need an actual human to help you, your first line of defense, at least for me, should be to just pray to God, because He's going to bring that person that you need that's going to help you, or He's going to put you in a place where you can get the help that you need. So I put that there are some things we can't do, and it's going to be different for each person. So start asking God for assistance for the things that you need help in. Start asking God for assistance in the areas where you lack discipline and strength. You can pray to God for that, and He will help you with that, or He will put someone in your life or put you in a place where you can get help with discipline and strength. Let Him do the supernatural and you do the natural. And what that means is there are just some things that we cannot do. And we can do the most that we can in the physical, and then allow God to do what He needs to do in the supernatural. And those of you who are believers, and you know about the spirit of procrastination, you will pray to God and you will bind that spirit in the name of Jesus. Basically, that's just what you do. Bind it, call it out for what it is, because sometimes, again, like I said, we don't know that we're dealing with certain things. We don't know it's certain spirits that we're dealing with. So how are we going to overcome them if we don't call them out, if we don't reach out to God for help? So that's just one way. That's my favorite way though, prayer number 1. Number 2, I put set goals. Have aspirations for the things that you want to accomplish in your life and create a plan to achieve them. So it's not just enough to just have all these dreams and goals. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, all it's going to be is something that's, oh, I want to do. It's going to be a thought. It's going to be something that you wrote down. It's just going to be there. If you don't put forth the energy to make that thing that you want to do come to fruition, it's not going to happen. So many people go through life not having goals. One way that helps me a lot is to write down everything. I have journals for days. Like since I was a little girl, I loved writing. I love to have planners. I always had like those little daily planners if they gave them out for free every year when the new year starts, or calendars, anything having to do with writing, because what you can do is you can create plans for yourself. And then what helps you to accomplish those goals and those plans are setting a date. For example, I knew that I wanted to relaunch my website. I sell cosmetics, and I wanted to do a relaunch, but I kept saying, okay, I'm gonna relaunch, but I never set a date. So the relaunch was just something that was in my mind. Like, I know I have to do it, but I'm not gonna get to it. And I said, you know what? Let me get on this. And I said, okay, I'm gonna set a date. And I said, okay, what seems reasonable for me to set a date? And this was before the new year, or a little bit after. And I was like, you know what? I could do about 6 weeks from now. That would give me enough time just to get some new pictures, put them up, and make some new products. And that's it. I set a date for February the 2nd. And that's what happened. And so since I set that date, then I set like smaller goals in between from that time to the date that's gonna come. In other words, weekly goals, and daily goals that will help me get to that big goal of getting everything done by February 2nd. When you write down your goals and you set a date, this will help you to start to move forward towards accomplishing those goals. 3, organize and plan out your goals weekly, because sometimes we have, in the beginning of the new year, we want to do all these things for the new year. Everyone's gung-ho, yay, woohoo, we're the New Year's resolution, da da da. And then by the time the second week comes, maybe like January 15th, people done forgot about everything they said they were gonna do. They went back to their old ways, their old habits. You have to organize and plan out weekly goals. I put right down the previous day what you need to do the next day. Get a planner. I am a planner. You can buy a planner at the Staples. I used to like to get a lot of my planners from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, because they had a lot of them they had a whole assortment of those. But I also sell a content calendar. It's going to be available February 2nd. My content calendar, this is for those of you who are content creators. You want to schedule out your content, you don't know what to post, you're having trouble trying to figure out, okay, how can I have a schedule of posting on YouTube, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, whatever social media that you have that you're trying to do, because some people have businesses and they need to post so that they can advertise products. Some people are content creators and influencers and they need to post so that they can get people who want to have them wear their products or talk about their products or promote their products. So it's very challenging to just go about posting and you don't have a schedule. So this calendar helps you to stay on track. I created it last year in the summertime and it has been amazing. You can try to go online and find some calendars, but I made this specifically for me and my needs, and I figured if it's helpful for me, it'll definitely be helpful for a lot of other people. And it basically has the days of the week, notes for next week, the different social media platforms that you can post on, and then for the week of. So you would print this out every week, or you can print 4 of them for the month. It's a digital download, so it's gonna come right to your email. You print it out and then you just write in the stuff. I'll talk about that later in a separate video, but this is what I've been using to stay on track with my content. And this is not the only like I have 1,000,001 calendars because I do a lot of things. I have a general calendar. I have a monthly at a glance calendar where I need to see everything that I'm trying to accomplish for the month. The weekly calendar makes it condensed, and then I have a daily one. So every time I wake up, I know, okay, today I'm doing XYZ, because it gets kind of confusing if you just have a monthly and then it's like, okay, sometimes we get overwhelmed when we have a whole list of things to do. So it's better to break it down into smaller chunks so that you can accomplish your goals. So I already touched into number 4, which is prioritize your goals, which I put have weekly goals, have daily goals, and I put for me, I need to plan things. Yeah, sometimes I need to plan things down to the hour. Like if I'm really crunched for time, I will have a daily goal sheet where I'm like, okay, from 10 to 11, I need to do this. 11 to 12, I'm doing this. I'm taking a break here. Like, I don't do that every day, but for the days where I really need to stay on task and I don't have wiggle room, I do it by the hour. So you may want to think about that for some of you who need to, like, you're dealing with a lot of stuff to do, but not a lot of time to do it. You have to schedule your stuff daily by the hour in the day so that you don't get distracted by phone calls or scrolling on your phone or anything like that. Number 5, I have flexibility in your schedule, because you're gonna need to be flexible. No matter how much you plan, things happen that you just don't expect to happen, so you got to kind of leave a little bit of wiggle room so that if you have your plans set out for that day, something may happen where you can't do it exactly how you have it in that order. So then you're gonna have to prioritize and say, okay, which is most important? What can I tend to now? What can I do tomorrow? What can I do first? I know I had this first, second, and third. Maybe I could switch some stuff around, but still get the majority of what I need to get done. So definitely be flexible. Eliminate distractions. Take things off your plate that you don't need, that's not moving you forward or bringing you closer to your goal. That means you may not be able to hang out with people that you're used to hanging out with. You may not be able to do some things outside of the goals that you're trying to accomplish. What did I put? Habits, watching other people. Yeah. If you're a type of person who is more of a consumer, in other words, you're always just watching other people do stuff. You're always watching YouTube videos. You're always watching Instagram stories or stuff like that. You're more of someone who's getting distracted by watching someone else who's actually living their life and pursuing their goals and pursuing their dreams. So don't get caught up watching other people so much. Maybe set aside a little bit of time to do that, but make sure that you're active doing something that's goal-oriented in your life. So for number 7, I put change of scenery, environment, or people. You may need to start going to an environment that will foster productivity. Doing what makes you comfortable and familiar is not going to help you. I put you've been doing this and it's gotten you to this point of procrastination. So do something different. Get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you need to hire a mentor or a coach, because sometimes things like changing up your life, switching up what you do, going to different places may be too uncomfortable for some people who are just so used to doing the same thing every single day. You may want to consider getting a life coach to help you to get to that next area in your life. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't want it, you're not gonna get it. You have to be a goal-getter. You have to be a person who is like, okay, this is what I want and this is what I'm willing to do to get it. If you're not doing that, then it's really not gonna happen. So I put 8. Remember your why. Why do you want to achieve your goal? For example, start saying to yourself, if I don't do such and such today, I'm delaying the process of getting such and such. So, for example, if you know that you have a launch like I do on February 2nd, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like taking pictures or I don't feel like doing it, I need to really reconstruct my mindset and say, okay, what's gonna happen if I don't? Well, first of all, why do I want to launch on that day? Because I want to get more customers. I want to get more business or whatever. So if I don't get my behind up, take those pictures, do what I need to do, I'm not gonna get more customers. I'm not gonna get more business. I'm not gonna get more people who know about my brand. So you have to do what you gotta do to motivate yourself to get to the next step so that you can move forward. Again, we always wanna move forward, or if you're not, you're just gonna be staying in the same place and you're gonna be sitting around watching other people accomplish their goals, and then you're gonna be upset, jealous. Why does she have this and I don't have it? How come such and such? Because such and such put in the work. That's really what it boils down to. Such and such put in the work while you were sitting there watching and being lazy and trying to do things your way or making excuses. I've done this myself, so I'm not getting on anybody. I am guilty of it, but I definitely made a conscious effort last year to really pinpoint areas in my life where I need to say, okay, this got to go. I gotta cut this out. I gotta take this off my plate, and this is where I want my focus to be. And it's working. Number 9, I put rest. Get adequate rest. I am an advocate for sleep. I get my 8 hours of sleep no matter what. I usually get about 8 to 10 hours. And some people would say, no, that's too much. Let me tell you something. For me, when I get my 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I'm refreshed. I can take on the day. Now, sometimes I'm not able to do that. I could get away with 6 hours, but in all honesty, that 8 hours that they normally tell you should get, it helps because you rejuvenate your cells, your brain gets to rest, and then you can function the next day. Don't listen to these people telling you they live on 4 hours of sleep. I'm trying to tell you, because eventually it's going to catch up to them. They're going to age faster. They're going to have certain things that's not working for them in their body. And if you tell them, they're gonna fight you on it, because some people are like, oh, they don't want to sleep, they'll sleep when they die or whatever. I don't subscribe to that. I get my rest. You're not gonna have to worry about wrinkles. You're not gonna worry about having premature gray hair. You will be good. You get your beauty rest. I'm an advocate for beauty rest all day, every day. And number 10, I put reward. This is one of the steps that I got from someone else. I never thought about to reward myself. I mean, I always kind of reward myself anyway. I'm always buying myself something, but it's not for me accomplishing my goals or not procrastinating. So I put, when you accomplish your goals, reward yourself with things that make you happy. Catching up on an old movie, having a healthy snack. Don't reward yourself with things that will be a detriment to you, like going out and spending a lot of money or eating unhealthy food that's going to make you gain weight. That's going to be counterproductive. We don't want to do that. We want to just reward ourselves with things that will help us to do better, to feel better, but not be a detriment. What did I put? I said, if you live in a building where you have amenities, go to the pool, go to the sauna, go to the hot tub, give yourself a facial if you don't have those things available. Before I lived in a building with amenities, my tub was my sauna, my tub was my hot tub. I would get in there, put it on, put the water in, put my bubble bath, put my sea salt, play music, put the candles, and that's what I would do. And I encourage everyone to do it. You can also join a gym. Some gyms have hot tubs, saunas, and things like that. So look into that, because New Year 2023, try to do some things that you've never done before so you can get out of your comfort zone, so you can grow, so you can meet new people, and you can do what you gotta do. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are interested in organization, weekly planning, daily planning, setting goals, these calendars that I have, I'm gonna have a weekly one and I'm gonna have a monthly one. Now I may do a giveaway for a daily calendar. In other words, I may have one for free, but again, I'm launching again in February, so I have a lot of new things coming along. I have digital products that I'm going to be offering to you guys, so just give me a little while to work that out. But my content planner, the weekly one, is definitely going to be available for sale, and then I have a monthly one as well, and I look forward to helping you guys reach your goals in 2023. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is @Kharyzma4U_style and @Kharyzma4U_fashion, where I show you my lip gloss and all other goodies with my business. Remember, the relaunch is February the 2nd, and I can't wait to see you all. You're gonna shop with me, right? You're gonna shop with me. You're gonna get some poppin' lip gloss. Yes, you are. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all.